Long before he became an international sports icon commanding absolute fascination under the bright arena lights, Merab Dvalishvili was forged in Georgia. Growing up in the rugged Caucasus region, he discovered traditional wrestling and martial arts early in his youth. Merab did not enter combat sports out of a simple desire for quick internet validation. His primary goal was to construct a life path through pure physical dedication, honoring his proud cultural heritage through relentless daily effort. He rapidly developed an extraordinary biological response to high-intensity cardiovascular training, building an engine that never showed signs of fatigue. Moving to the United States with limited resources, he worked tough construction jobs while training relentlessly at elite academies in New York. Dvalishvili proved very early on that he was a completely unique breed of fighter, a man with an unbreakable spirit fully destined to conquer the highest peaks of professional mixed martial arts. What truly transformed Merab Dvalishvili from a top contender into an absolute mythical figure within the global fight community was his infinite stamina. Known affectionately as the Machine, he possessed a relentless forward-marching fight style that completely overwhelmed opponents through non-stop takedown attempts and continuous pressure. He did not slow down as rounds progressed. He elevated his pace, forcing opponents into deep physical exhaustion under the bright lights of the octagon. His unique biological endurance allowed him to shoot over 20 takedown attempts per fight without ever gassing out or compromising defense. This terrifying cardio weapon made his performances instantly recognizable and deeply intimidating to every elite fighter in the division. Dvalishvili turned his cage appearances into grueling endurance tests, proving to the world that an unmatched gas tank combined with relentless determination can dismantle the most skilled martial artists on earth. The absolute historical pinnacle of Merab's competitive ascension arrived through his iconic victory over former champion Petryan in Las Vegas. Facing a lethal striking master in a high-stakes main event, Dvalishvili put on a breathtaking display of continuous pressure, launching 49 takedown attempts across 5 rounds. Standing under the arena lights, he never allowed a single second to establish striking range, setting a historic record for total wrestling pressure in UFC history. Winning a unanimous decision in dominant fashion, he proved that his cardio was a revolutionary weapon capable of neutralizing elite championship striking. That historic performance solidified his name worldwide, establishing him as an untouchable force at the absolute top of the Bantamweight division. Dvalishvili demonstrated to fight fans everywhere that sheer work ethic, tactical discipline, and unrelenting pace can conquer raw power, etching his mark permanently into sports history. While his dominance inside the cage earned him immense respect, Merab achieved absolute immortality by capturing the UFC Bantamweight Championship against Sean O'Malley. Facing a dangerous, tall knockout artist under the blinding Vegas lights, he executed a flawless game plan built on heavy wrestling, smothering top control, and psychological dominance. He controlled the distance, executed timely takedowns, and neutralized O'Malley's dangerous counter-striking across 5 intense championship rounds. Winning a hard-fought decision to officially claim the world title, he celebrated emotionally as the belt was wrapped around his waist. That historic coronation brought immense pride to the nation of Georgia, crowning a dedicated champion who had outworked every rival in his path. Dvalishvili proved to his generation that dreams are realized through relentless perseverance, establishing his name among the absolute greatest combat sports athletes to ever emerge from the Caucasus region. What truly separated Merab Dvalishvili from almost every other athlete of his generation was his unshakable loyalty to his teammate Aljamain Sterling. When both fighters ruled the top of the division, Merab famously refused to fight his close friend for the championship belt, choosing brotherhood over immediate personal glory. He willingly stepped back and waited for his rightful title opportunity, demonstrating a rare moral code that earned deep respect from hardcore combat purists worldwide. This unwavering loyalty revealed the deep integrity of his character, proving that his personal values surpassed financial rewards or title belts. Rather than causing division, his patient loyalty elevated the bond within his team, creating a positive culture of mutual support at Saralongo MMA. Dvalishvili showed the global sports landscape that authentic brotherhood and honor still exist at the highest levels of professional fighting, building an inspiring legacy as a loyal warrior. Beyond his terrifying cage pressure and championship endurance, Merab earned global love for his eccentric, joyful personality outside the octagon. Famous for jumping into icy lakes, climbing high trees, and performing wild physical stunts on social media, his infectious energy captivated millions of fans worldwide. He approached life with genuine enthusiasm, bringing a lighthearted sense of humor that stood in sharp contrast to his brutal, relentless fighting style inside the cage. He interacted warmly with fans across the world, always displaying genuine humility, big smiles, and deep respect for every opponent. That approachable persona made him a beloved cultural ambassador for Georgia, bringing international spotlight to his home country's rich heritage. Dvalishvili proved that an elite fighter can execute terrifying physical pressure inside the cage while remaining a joyful, humble, and deeply entertaining human being off the canvas. A major definitive factor that set Merab apart during his championship run was his incredible defensive wrestling and scramble mechanics. He possessed lightning-fast hips and balance, allowing him to defend takedowns effortlessly while instantly reversing positions against world-class grapplers. When opponents attempted to take him down to rest, Dvalishvili used their momentum to initiate heavy counter takedowns, keeping the fight moving at an exhausting, non-stop pace under stage lights. He controlled scrambles through superior positioning and continuous movement, never giving rivals time to establish submission holds or heavy top pressure. His ability to turn defensive moments into immediate offensive continuous attacks made him virtually impossible to break down over 5 rounds. Dvalishvili's technical wrestling foundation became his ultimate strategic shield, allowing him to dictate exactly where every single fight took place with total, absolute authority. The cornerstone of Merab's physical development resided in his relentless training regimen under the guidance of legendary coaches Ray Longo and Matt Serra. Working out alongside world-class partners in New York, he refined his raw wrestling into a complete, high-octane mixed martial arts system. This focused environment provided a consistent source of technical evolution, allowing him to polish his boxing setups and positional control to absolute international championship standards. He utilized a balanced training philosophy that emphasized endless live sparring, high-volume conditioning, and strict mental focus week after week. Maintaining a strict, non-stop preparation schedule ensured his gas tank remained full for grueling 5-round main event battles year after year. This unyielding dedication solidified his reputation as a true machine who lived, breathed, and conquered the highest levels of mixed martial arts entirely through unshakable hard work. Beyond his impressive fight record, his championship belt, and his infinite stamina lay a deeply patriot man who carried Georgia in his heart. Every time he stepped into the octagon, he proudly wrapped himself in the Georgian flag, fighting to bring honor and global recognition to his homeland. His rise to the peak of the UFC inspired young athletes across Eastern Europe, proving that humble beginnings do not limit an individual's capacity to achieve global greatness on earth. He returned to Georgia following his major title victories, greeted by thousands of cheering citizens who celebrated him as a national hero. He utilized his success to support youth sports programs, encouraging young people to dedicate themselves to wrestling and martial arts. Dvalishvili proved to the sports landscape that true athletic triumph shines brightest when dedicated to uplifting one's people, establishing an enduring legacy that transcends simple sports records. Following his ascension to the absolute peak of the sport, Merab continued to welcome every top contender with complete confidence and courage. Rather than seeking easy matchups, he actively sought out dangerous strikers and elite grapplers to test his infinite engine under the lights. He treated every title defense as an opportunity to demonstrate the superiority of relentless hard work, stepping into the cage with the exact same hunger that fueled his early career. His active championship reign brought incredible excitement to the Bantamweight division, setting a gold standard for future title holders to follow. Hardcore purists and casual fans alike celebrated his performances, recognizing his unique cardio-driven style as a revolutionary era in combat sports history. Dvalishvili showed future generations that true championship greatness is maintained through continuous effort, cementing his reputation as an authentic, fighting champion. When fight historians analyze the most unique fighting styles in mixed martial arts history, Merab Dvalishvili's name stands in a category of its own. His unprecedented ability to combine high-volume wrestling, infinite cardio, and unyielding psychological pressure permanently changed how athletes train for 5-round fights. He proved that an athlete can dominate elite competition not through one-punch knockouts, but through relentless work rate that breaks a rival's physical will. His historic victories over former world champions continue to serve as textbook studies in endurance, pace, and mental toughness for martial artists globally. Fans and analysts celebrate his journey, recognizing his transformation from a struggling immigrant construction worker into an elite UFC world champion as one of sport's greatest stories. Dvalishvili proved that infinite heart creates an immortal legacy, leaving a profound mark on fight history that time can never fade. Merab Dvalishvili has permanently etched his name into the absolute upper echelon of combat history, leaving behind an untouchable, timeless blueprint. He will forever be revered as the machine, the Georgian warrior who successfully proved that infinite stamina, relentless wrestling, and loyal heart conquer the world. His incredible life journey serves as a powerful reminder that structured discipline, unshakable faith, and hard work will always stand the test of time. Future generations of mixed martial artists will continually study his historic fights, his endless takedown attempts, and his relentless forward pace, trying in vain to replicate his magic. He showed the entire world that a champion could achieve immortality by remaining fiercely true to his roots, honoring brotherhood, and fighting with pure heart. The Georgian legend has permanently etched his name in gold, leaving an unforgettable mark on history.